Bhutan's future challenge, meaningful work for people with disabilities. Located deep in the Himalayas, the South Asian nation of Bhutan is experiencing unprecedented economic growth. Despite this growth, employment challenges remain, especially for people with disabilities.
Bhutan being a Buddhist country, we have this belief in karmic system, because of which people we have this tendency to think that persons with disabilities, the disability in this lifetime is because of their previous life's actions. We have a tendency to just let them be. We don't try to create any problem for them. We don't try to trouble them, and we don't let them work as well. That model is looked upon as generous. We think that we are doing good to persons with disabilities when we let them be.
ICI, in collaboration with the University of Birmingham in the UK and the Royal Thimphu College in Bhutan, seek to promote inclusion of vulnerable populations in Bhutan's progress.
Here in the US, with customized employment, what you have is the person already has skills, so he doesn't need to develop new skills. Whatever skills he has, using that, you go look for jobs that suit the person's skills. So this is something that I was really surprised by, because we are not familiar with that model of employment at the moment in our country.
In January of 2020, a delegation from Bhutan visited the University of Minnesota. It brought educators, NGO leaders, parents, and entrepreneurs to the USA.
Our trip here has been a great eye-opener for most of us. Customized employment was something that I think most of us were taken a little aback by, because this model of employment we are not familiar with at the moment back in our country, and most people there are also not familiar. So when we try to experiment with this model of employment, they will be a little skeptical at first as well, because we don't have success stories. I think this is what people look to, success stories. If there's someone successful, this means that the model works. Because we don't have the model itself in our country, we don't have any success stories.
The visit is part of a 3-year project, understanding, developing, and supporting meaningful work for youth with disabilities in Bhutan, networks, communities, and transitions.
The reason why I joined this project is to explore my experience and knowledge which I already have, and to see how the things are going here. So to get more knowledge about that, and once I'm back to Bhutan, I'm thinking that the experience and knowledge which I have gained from this fellowship program, I'm going to implement back to my country.
The visit included an exhibit of artwork titled Symbolic Art from the Land of the Dragon from Bhutan's Drakso Vocational Training Center for Special Children and Youth.
These are arts usually, or the crafts that are usually made by the disabled youth in Bhutan. And these are done purely because these institutes like Drakso, they are self-sustaining, more based on generous donors who come to fund them. Therefore, this art does not only provides them an opportunity to enhance their vocational skills, but also provides them livelihood and educational resources they need to learn.
All proceeds from art sales are going to the Drakso Vocational Training Center for Special Children and Youth in Bhutan. For more information on the project or the artwork, visit ici.umn.edu.